Good morning and welcome to the Sport Park Hull here in Klagenfurt, Austria for the Predator Women's World 10-Ball Championships. Thanks to our sponsors and partners for making this event happen. Predator Q's, the WPBA Pro Billiard Series global partners CSI, Kamui and Alpha Coin. And our first match of the day, our first match of the whole tournament is Kelly Fisher versus Seoa. Okay, the game is 10-ball. It's call shot. I'm Mark White, and calling the shots with me in the booth is a very, very young and handsome-looking George Chaya. Good morning, George.
Good morning, Mark. And here we are in beautiful Klagenfurt, Austria, at the Sports Park Hull. They've just lagged for break, and it seems that Seoa won the lag. She's a 19-year-old from Incheon, Korea. She is coached by Ga Young Kim, and she started playing when she was 11 years old. She is 19 now. A runner-up world junior champion.
So here we go. First break of the day makes the one ball in the side, the 7 in the side as well. What about this for a break? Well, she has a 9 combo here, George. Of course, it's 10-ball. It's call shot. You can only call one shot at a time. And it's a race to 7, guys, in this first round.
It will be alternate break. Her break was excellent. She broke from the side, played the one ball in the side pocket, and ended up with this unfortunate land balls in the way. Otherwise, she has a nice layout.
Now, is she going to go for this, or is she going to play a safety? I think she's going to be quite attacking here.
I would tuck the 2 ball into the side rail and the cue ball over by the 5 on the left side of the top of your screen there.
Oh, she's coming around the
back.
She's
going the other way.
Ball, yeah.
She's going the other way. And coming up towards the balls.
She's overhit this by some distance, and we're going to expect that. You know, these tables, brand new cloth, brand new rails, under the lights, of course, and this is the very first match. There's no practice on these arena tables, so they get less play on than any other. And Kelly there just struggling with the pace again, and she's completely mishit that one.
She was putting that cue ball behind. Is it the 3 ball there? Or is that the 5?
That's the 3, I believe. I don't know, George. My eyes are as bad as yours. This is a good partnership.
Yep. 2 blind guys trying to lead you to the
promised land.
The promised land here. Predator Apex tables. Oh, nice hit. I thought she made that ball when she first hit it. It's going to come up in a good place for Kelly. Kelly Fisher. You can tell us all about her, Mark. She is a great player, had great success.
You know, she's won everything the game's got to offer. She started in snooker, of course. Multiple world champion at snooker, multiple world champion, and she's won all of the Pro Predator Billiard Series events so far.
Well, she missed out on the German Open, yes, but she's done everything she wanted to do here in the Pro Billiard Series, and she killed that ball extremely well for position on the 3. She's going to overrun the 4 a little bit. Oh, no, she's not. And this will, I think she has enough to cut it real thin and go 3 cushions for the, yep, she does. Position on the 5, and then the 6 lays to the side. She's going to control this rack. It'll take a mistake to keep her from ending it.
Yeah, any information you need, guys, all the brackets are on on ProBilliardSeries.com rather, ProBilliardSeries.com. There's the brackets, there's lots of other matches going on at the moment. There's live scoring on there as well. We'll do our best to keep you up to date with all the latest scores as well.
64 women came out for this event. We have champions and champions. Allison Fisher is here. This young lady right now stroking the ball for the side pocket. And she'll just make quick work of these 3 shots. Yeah,
we've actually got 2 tournaments going on this week. It starts this evening at 7 p.m, the World Teams as well. So we've got that to look forward to. We're sport for choice this week, George.
Oh, we've got an exciting week for you folks. We have the women's 10-ball, and then we have the 24-team championships. And Kelly will be representing Great Britain for the UK. First game to Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, and it goes. So both players just struggling at the start of that game with the pace of the table. So we have lots of games for you today, guys. This is the first one, of course. Then we're live again at 11 and then 1. And we have a little break, George, to go and get some lunch and that. And then we'll be back at 4. And then back at 7, where the World Teams starts as well today. We have 2 matches from that as well.
And it's early in the morning here in Klagenfurt. And John Lehman, our head referee, and he's racking the balls here. The players are on a 30-second time clock. This is a race to 7, and the final 16 it'll go to a race to 9. It is alternate break. As you can see, Kelly coming to the table to break the balls. Seoa broke the first time. She gets down low on the break. Let's see if she comes up as she delivers the stroke. Breaking from the center. Playing the 6 and the 7 to the side pockets.
Yeah, both finishing very low. Didn't really hit them very well. And it's come up dry. I think she's going to be in a bit of trouble here, George. I think she might be jammed in behind that 7 after this.
I think, yeah, she could be right on the 7, or she could just play the 1 ball off the 7, put the cue ball behind the 3. It seems to lay better for that. But no, she's going to go. I like getting behind the 3. 19-year-old Ga Young Kim student.
Oh, she's played that not very well. Just caught the 7. Don't think she's done any damage, but she's left a nice safety shot. Yeah, you just caught a glimpse of the. It's free entry here, guys. So if you're in the Klagenfurt area in Austria, it really is a beautiful town. Get yourselves down here. It's all free admission, and we're expecting some big crowds here this week. That's a nice safety, George.
Nice safety. It stops the jump shot, but it leaves an open kick shot. And actually, there's plenty of balls to get behind once you hit this 1 ball. The cue ball will track towards that 10. If she hits the rail and the 1 at the same time.
You might have just seen her point to the corner pocket there. That's just in case she makes it. That's a just in case Tony Robles shot.
Problem is, if she does make it, and she won't, she didn't. I was going to say there'll be no position on the 2 ball. But she's left the shot again. This will be a strategic battle at the beginning of this game. Balls are kind of spread out, but yet plenty to hide behind.
Yeah, there's few better in the game at safety than Kelly Fisher, I can tell you that much. I think she may have just cut off the 1 rail kick here to the bottom rail, so she's going to have to find another route, George.
I like the top rail and the side. 2 rails to the bottom corner pocket.
Yeah, call the 1 in the bottom right as well, just in case again.
This actually lays pretty nice. Oh, got the 4.
He's judged it. Ball in hand, George.
Let's see what kind of work Kelly does with this rack. She successfully maneuvered the last one. Yeah, Kelly, since the inaugural women's event for the Predator Pro Billiard Series in Las Vegas, won 3 of them. And just the German Open, where she was defeated by, I believe, Alison Fisher, who was runner-up to that tournament, to the young lady from Taiwan, Amber Chen.
Yeah.
Amber Chen.
One of the greatest finals, certainly of this year. Very memorable. Played the combo well, controlled the 2 very nicely as well. So she'll be coming down for the purple 4.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I've been doing, George. While you've been sunning yourself in Arizona, I've been hard at work, come out with lots of little facts and that, which we're going to go throughout the week that we're here. Well, that won't go in on day 5 maybe, or 6, but it's going to slide in early on, George.
Okay. 3 ball on the side, and then from there on, this opens up pretty nice. It's a matter of getting good on the 7, and I think from there it's stop shot after stop shot for Kelly. Matter of holding your nerves, and that's one thing she does very well. What a beautiful venue this is here. We'll get some overhead views for you sooner. There's a good view right there of the arena. Look how much space between the tables. It's colorful. Great atmosphere to play pool in. It's early in the morning, so there's not too many spectators. She's a little closer to the rail than she'd like to be, but and a little bit of an angle. It's going to send her towards the middle of the table.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, is she going to cut this in the side, or is she going to take it down the corner, George?
I think she'd take this down the corner. I don't think she would cut this in the side because the cue ball would head towards the other corner.
Oh, perfectly played. Couldn't have stroked that much better. We're going to bring you up to date with some scores soon from around the room. So this looks like going 2-0, so good start for Kelly Fisher. Obviously one of the favourites for the 10 ball event, and you know, you've got to say they're favourites, or one of the favourites certainly for the teams as well, with Jason Shaw and Darren Appleton as the 10 ball goes in. So 2-0 Kelly Fisher. All going to plan so far, George.
All according to plan. Kelly's plan, the young lady in the chair there on your left, has a different plan.
And we do have another live table for you available on YouTube, and our partners Tim de Ruyter and Ralph Eckhart are commentating on that one for you, and they've just started as well.
John racking with the Predator Aero Rack, which is now available for purchase. For those of you out there that have been asking, when will this become available? It's on their website, and I believe it's available for $99. They also have a white version of it.
Give me $100, George, and I'll give you $1 change. How's that? A buck back for the rack.
I think I'd rather make a deal with Predator.
There goes my dollar.
There goes your dollar.
So, dry break again, and it is going to be a feature in 10 ball, as it is, you know, a lot. It's not the easiest break. Unlucky not to make a ball, and this is a perfect starter again for Kelly. And one thing you don't want to do is give Kelly Fisher an early start.
Let that young lady get comfortable and you are in trouble. You're going to have to overcome a lot.
It's a race to 7 though, so a little more leeway if you don't quite get off to the best of starts. And Alison Fisher here as well, of course, so they'll be doing their best. We almost had a Fisher on the trophy in Canada, George. Alison, but Chen beat her twice on her way to the title.
You know, with Alison being runner-up in that tournament, she came on strong. I watched that online with all the viewers that are watching right now in Tucson, and she just really seems to take and hold. She's back to the Alison we've seen for a long time. That match with Amber Chan, the last one in the finals, was an awesome match.
How was the commentary on that one, George?
You guys were excellent. You guys did a fantastic job, except I had you on mute. I'm kidding, folks. I wouldn't have them on mute.
So, straightforward out here for Kelly. Beautiful arena.
This is the kind of tic-tac-toe outs you kind of want early in a match to settle in. And she's had him, she's done him, and it's 3-0 once she makes this 10 ball.
She'll be feeling very, very comfortable. In it goes, and her #1 fan is in that audience, come all the way from England to watch her, Carly McGee. There she is, sat front and centre, right behind where it says 10 ball. Kelly's biggest fan, goes all over the world to follow her favourite. And had a message from Jason Shaw today. He's on his way. Darren Appleton's on his way. They'll be joining Kelly for the teams, as we said earlier.
A word to our sponsors, Predator,
There's Seoa.
Kamui,
Yeah, expect to see those seats full as we get later on during the day. We were at the opening ceremony last night, and it really was a fantastic event, and I want to tell you guys all about that during our next opportunity. And here's an opportunity for Kelly with the break, and she's just moved the cue ball slightly here, George. Didn't make the wing balls with the first one going from the centre, so she's just moved slightly to her left. One ball's gone high.
and cue ball's
and the
gone.
cue ball's gone in the side. Now then, the next thing she'll be doing, looking around, I hope I've tied something up, has she?
Well, she leads 3-0, but she's opened up an opportunity for the young lady from Korea.
Oh, everything was getting kicked there, and just as it looked like a ball was going to drop, it got kicked by another ball, and the last kick was the deadly one. In went the cue ball. So a real first chance here. I think it's one of the few tables she's come to the table, George, with a chance.
Yeah, she's quite a chance here. She's got ball in hand to start things off, the 2-9 combo, and then the 2 ball should go towards the pocket on the left for a shot there, and then after that it opens up except for the 7. She'll have a little bit of work to do with that. She'll have to develop a shot on that.
Yeah, she's going to take this 2 ball down the corner, George. I don't think
she
she'll
won't bother
risk the
with it?
combo. No, it's too risky. She can just roll forward for the 3 into the
That's
side.
perfect. I thought it was further in. First angle. Nicely done.
And I wonder if she's going to try and move that 7 at some stage, because it goes in this bottom right, I think, but you'd have to be right on it, and that's exactly what she's come round to look at now, look.
If she wanted to move it, it looks to me like she has the perfect angle to go over for it right now.
Yeah, she might be risking it slightly, but
It
I
would be a
think she's
little bit
going
of a
for
risk,
it. I think she's going for it, George, as you said. No.
No, she went around it.
Now then, needs to draw back for the 5 here.
That's quite a ways. She's got just a little angle where the draw. I think she stays inside. That's about where she's going to end up. She had her cue on the middle diamond there on the head rail. If she hits the 7, if she hits enough of it, she'll get position.
She'd love to just slide off
Yeah,
that.
right there.
Oh, what a beautiful stroke that was. Look at the way that cue ball grip then, George. Beautiful.
And she played it exactly like that. She measured it prior to the stroke.
I must admit, I don't really know much about this young lady, but I was watching her practice this morning, and she's got great fundamentals. She's got a great attitude, and she gave me a real lesson on how to say her name properly, because every time I got it wrong, she went, no, no.
Seoa.
Yeah. So I always try and think of how to spell people's names to make it sound like it should. So I spelt it Seoa, like S-O-U-R. I know it's not how it's spelled,
Like
but
lemon,
that's how
correct.
it makes me say it.
Correct.
There you go. Look,
Now
perfect
see,
on this 7.
I don't like this shot. And I didn't like playing shape for it. She's up a little high.
I think she can draw off this, George.
Yeah, that drawing that ball though makes that side pocket a dangerous place to be.
Oh, she's gone, and there exactly. You
Exactly.
see, she made the adjustment because
She
she was
had
worried
to.
about it. She
Sure.
doesn't. Well, she doesn't want it to drop, but I don't suppose it makes much difference.
Yeah, unless she got real good on that 7, that was going to be the danger.
I mean, Kelly, as she cast her eye across that table after that dry break, must have been thinking to herself, well, 7 is the ball that's my only hope here. And it's proved to be the case. Now, it is all ball foul, so referee out of pitch up will be checking to make sure that no part of Kelly's clothing touches any of the balls.
This cloth, this Arcadia cloth is so responsive to English. It just put a little stroke on it, and it lets you know that you did.
Well, Seoa will be hoping it's responsive to Koreans as well, not just English, George.
That's a good one. There we go, Mark.
I'm back. I'm
You're
on form
back.
this morning,
That's
George.
right. And this to go up 4-0.
And in it goes. It is 4-0. Kelly Fisher completely in control of our first match of the day. And I'm just going to quickly have a look around the room. Ayala against Kim Witzel is 1-1 on the table next to us. Anna Riegler has taken the first rack against Kristina Zlateva. Actually, Christina's just levelled that up, so they're 1-1. Maria Ribeiro from Portugal is up against, well, it's great to see this young lady here again, Wei Tzu Xian. She's back travelling again. She's 1-0 down against Maria Ribeiro. Sandra Baumgartner is 1-1 with Denise Wilkinson. Chitra Magriraji is 1-1 with Vania Franco. And there's no scores in the other two matches at the moment. So here we go then. Alternate break. Put a lot into that, George. Leapt up. Oh, she's got one in the side, finally. Okay. Now then, well, she's got a chance at the one as well, George.
A chance at the one. Tough position on the two. She'll have to come around the table for the three, excuse me. The two ball went down. There's no early 10 balls in WPA rules. This cue ball should be able to track right at the 3 ball. When she cuts it to the upper right hand corner, it tracks right. Now she's going to go for the side.
Yeah, might just be playing a safety then.
Yeah, there's no position from that side.
Well, she thinks there is.
Oh,
and
there
what
is.
a great shot she's played there.
Does it go by the 8? It's
Yes,
tight.
yes, that goes, George. She's played for it in there, and she's already looking at where she wants that cue ball for the 4. So a great shot there. That'll make her feel a little bit better. Always hard, George, to get your first rack on the board.
Mm-hmm.
There you see,
Oh, yes,
perfect camera angle. We're live on Kazoom as well, guys, so if you'd like to watch any of the matches, they're all available on Kazoom. It's all free to watch. Just go to kazoom.com and you can pick which table you want to watch. So a thin one on this 4 ball. That's the second time, you know, she's tried to pinch a bit on the pocket and it hasn't worked out, and well, Kelly will.
4 1/4 inch pockets. And it's a little warm in here. And so it could tighten them up a little. Even though the cloth is new.
Oh, wants to come past this 6.
Oh.
It's gone wrong. Now then, is she far enough away just to make this in the corner? Does it pass the 7?
It's close. Very close.
Yeah, very close, isn't it? Looking at a safety here, I think.
Yeah, I like to say, I like coming off the right side of the 6 and down below the 10-9, 8. Hit it real thin with a lot of right-hand English. Let's see how she takes it on. It just uses 7.
Very
Simple.
clever, very clever.
Simple.
Don't try and do too much. Play whatever comes easiest. And that keeps the pressure, and it's going to, even though she didn't run out there, George, it's going to keep the pressure on Seoa to say, look, if you miss, it's going to cost you in one way or the other.
She can see the right side of the 6, I think. She won't have to go to the rail.
We've got a nice little bit of jazz
Oh,
playing
Lewis.
in the background. Are you a jazz fan, George?
I'm a music fan. Well, Kelly comes to the table for these 5 balls. We are sponsored by USA Pool League, Q Sports International, Kamui, Rums of Puerto Rico, Syberts, Billiard Supply.
You've been waiting to say Puerto Rico, haven't
Puerto
you?
Rico, you love that.
I love it when you say that. It just makes my day so much more enjoyable, George.
Medalla, light blue.
And there you'd see, which we haven't mentioned so far, shot clock bottom right, guys. You can see it counting down, and then it will make a noise when it gets to 5 seconds. And each player does get a 30-second extension per rack. And how well has she played that? Got a nice friendly little bump off that 10 ball. But she played for that gap. A little stabby shot there just to get nicely on the 9. Keeping it simple.
Nice and off the rail.
Now beginning to look ominous.
It's running away with it.
And it goes 5-0. And this is the kind of match you want, isn't it? Not for that young lady sat there, it's not. But for Kelly, she'll be happy to get the first one under her belt. And there you see the wonderful room here with all the tables in play. The Klagenfurt Sport Park Hall here in the beautiful little place in Corinthia.
Klagenfurt, Austria, home to Albin Ocean and his sister Jasmine Ocean. Albin a world champion, Jasmine as well.
Yeah, they were made a presentation last night. They were invited up on stage and awarded. I think they got the freedom of the city. I mean, I think they should have. They should have the freedom of the country.
Well, they have a lot to do with this tournament being held here.
Yeah. You see Alpha Coin on Kelly's shoulder there, one of our big sponsors as well. Esteban Robles, he will be flying in to represent his country.
Nice break. She's going to have to avoid that 3 ball when she shoots the one in the side.
Yeah, made the 4 railer there, George. The 4 went 4 rails.
That 3 ball plays big.
I mean, it might help her.
No,
I think she can get around the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, perfect. Oh, how well she hit that. Now, just off straight will be nice. And I think she's got the angle, George. Just run it round a couple of rails. Back to the centre of the table, around about the spot area.
Plenty of room for the players to get around this table. It is so spacious.
Oh, she's
great
used
conditions.
the rail there. Beautiful.
Looking good here.
Yeah, and the ladies have got 5 full-time practice tables as well, which is fantastic. 3 that you'll see occasionally. We'll point them out to you, and there's another 2 outside in the foyer as you walk in. It really is a magnificent building, this.
From what I've seen, this is probably the best venue, the setup. Other than Vegas. Vegas is set up very, very well too. But I really like the space around the tables here.
Yeah, I think all these Pro Billiard Series events now, wherever we go, you know, we've got electronic arenas starting to be used and nice bleachers around for people to sit and watch. It really is fantastic. It's great for the players as well. And this couldn't be going any better. Look, going to be on the hill here if she can make the 9 and the 10. goes, and it is hill for Fisher. And talking of Kelly, she's going to be in the booth with myself at 1 p.m. today.
There you go. You guys do a great job when you're doing commentary. She brings such a lot of value to the commentary.
There you see the arena look, George, that we were talking about. And these 3 tables, I think it's these bottom right ones. Yeah, it's these bottom right as you look at the practice tables. And you might even be able to see us. Look, George, can we give them a wave or not?
No, they can't see us. We're actually, if you're looking at this right now, we're way off the screen.
Oh, we're to the right even
we're to
more,
the right,
aren't we?
Yeah, we're off to the right. They put us in a corner, folks. They know me, and they said, put that guy in the corner. Poor Mark has to deal with it, though. John, of course, always doing a great job. This young lady wants to get it going. She has no choice but to win.
Yeah, up against it now.
She can't afford to lose this one and be in the match.
But they do say, George, the first rack is one of the hardest to win, and the last rack are the 2 hardest, where it's going to be her first rack that she's trying to make, and this could be Kelly's last rack. So let's see how she gets on. Let's have a look. Cast your expert eye, George, over this table and tell us where the pitfalls are.
Well, first of all, true awards were never spoken. First and last, and Kelly doesn't have an opening shot, so she's going to decide what she wants to do with this 1-5
I think
combo.
She'll play the combo.
That's an awfully tough combo. Yeah, I didn't see her playing that, and this is gonna, if it comes up a little, it's behind the 10, not quite.
Do you know what? It just shows, doesn't it, how much she wants this, playing, not taking any chances, even though she's 6-0 ahead. She's not taking any unnecessary risks.
Well, one thing in the player's favor right here when they're on the hill is you can't, if you give up the table, they're not going to put a 6-pack on you and come back because it's alternate break. And this young lady hasn't really shown us that she would be able to if she had the opportunity. She's had opportunities and got in a little bit of trouble. This score could easily be, 4-2.
You see this huge arena, you almost need a taxi to get to the table from the chair. Need another 15 seconds on the shot clock, George.
You're getting spoiled, Mark. Nice.
Oh, this is nice, but I think there's an edge that she can just clip off here. Now, can she get that cue ball in behind that 8, I wonder?
It's going to be tight. What's going to help her is she can probably hit the cue ball and use the 2 ball. I think she gets the cue ball up by the 6. No, it's real thin. It's too thin.
I think she can get it over by the 8, George, here. Just go for the 8 and hopefully get the 2 ball, sorry, the 1 ball behind the 2. That's a possibility, of course.
Yeah. It's very, very thin.
Yeah, you see, just checking where she wants that 1 ball to strike the rail.
Just hit it, just feather it and go by it. Lays pretty nice. There you go. See, I thought that cue ball was going to be heading towards that 6, but not enough where she could get behind it.
Can Kelly make this in the bottom left-hand corner? I think she might be able to,
Well, she's close to the rail. The cue ball
What else has she got?
Go forward. She'll play it.
She's got nothing else, George, so...
She'll play it.
Oh, no, she didn't. Bit surprised she took that a bit quick, in my eyes.
Well, she got the kiss, otherwise that 1 ball would have been in the middle of the head rail, over by the 6. And the cue ball on the bottom, of course, so she was spreading them out, leaving them 9 feet apart.
So, look at the 4 ball, though. The only saving grace is she's very near the 3 and the 4, so together. Here you see the lovely Arcos ball with the 6 triangles on it. I do like them triangles. And you can see which way the ball is spinning.
I also like the reflection of the lights on the shiny, shiny balls.
So, wants to draw into this, and she needs a little bit of luck here.
A little bit of speed.
She's played it
there.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice angle to bring her down towards the 5 as well. And we want to see her win a rack, don't we, George?
Definitely.
Keep this
I can
going
see
for a
her
little
win a
bit
couple.
longer.
Yeah. Keep you folks at home entertained.
And you know what, George? I haven't heard the shot clock once in this match.
No, not at all.
Haven't needed an extension.
Listen, this whole rack's had a nice rhythm to it. It really has.
I mean, you rarely hear it when Kelly's playing anyway. That's why she's called Kelly Quickfire Fisher. She doesn't waste any time. She'd love to make it 7-0 and get out of here. She's got to go and prepare herself to commentate with me at 1 o'clock, George. That takes some preparation, as you know.
Well, it takes a couple shots of tequila. I kid Mark a lot. It's a lot of fun to be in the booth with him. Easy.
Well, she's certainly the correct side of the 7, so she can just drag this in, use the top rail. And this really, really should be her first rack. And it's that 7 ball that tripped her up before. And she played it very confidently. Hit one of the jaws though, George. Didn't go in cleanly.
I think she played it to there. She's in good shape here. She's a little straighter than she'd like to be. And she's got a nice angle to come to the middle of the table here. Use the rail. Just use a little bit of left low. Come straight to the middle of the table. Beautifully done. Now this 10 ball for her first game. And it will be Kelly's break, unfortunately for Seoa.
Not the winner break format. It's alternate break, so which is my favourite actually, if I'm honest. Yeah, players, you might have just seen her weight in there, and the players are told at the players' meetings they're not allowed to put any balls on the table while the cue ball is still rolling.
Right.
And we saw a very famous, actually she's playing on one of our outer tables at the moment. Christina Zlateva was playing against Tyler Steyer in an event earlier on in the year. And she actually picked up the cue ball and threw it on and moved it, and the 8 ball or whatever, some ball came back and hit, sorry, she took the 8 out of the pocket, rolled it, and it hit the cue ball, and it was called a foul.
But how did that affect it if the game was over?
Because the ball was still rolling, and you're not allowed to get any balls out of the pocket while the cue ball's still rolling.
So she lost the game?
She lost the game.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually, the ball was respotted, the 9 ball was respotted, and Tyler Steyer had to pot it. And Tyler Steyer is here as well, guys, of course. He's playing for Team America alongside Joey Tate and April Larson. Lovely April. She's here. She's great fun.
Yeah, we had a good time with them yesterday. Nice time, enjoyable time talking to them while they were practicing.
Here's Kelly Fisher.
Yes, Kelly trying to close it.
Look at them eyes, George.
She wants to close it out. And 1 ball. Oh, the cue ball was headed right for the drink.
Very close, wasn't it? Well, this very close to the 2 as well. Look at the 7 ball spinning. Look at the old kick up the leg there, George. Jasmine Ocean would have been proud of that little kick on Dance with the Stars, wouldn't she?
Push up ball.
All right.
Oh,
what do you do from here?
So she's called a push. Where do you push to?
Where do you push to? I like pushing over to the side pocket, over by the side pocket where I can kick the 2 ball and try to stick it behind the 9. Or that's about it, really. Because if you can see it, then Seoa will be able to play safe on her. Yep. And she's going over by the side, and then I don't think she'll get this back.
Shell, your option?
She might be able to make this off the 7. She will weigh her chances. If not, she'll bring the cue ball down underneath the 310.
Just wondering if she'll go for this, George. In the side.
She could, if she feels she could make it, because the position play, she'll be able to play the 3-ball for the lower corner. But see, this is the higher percentage shot.
Oh, she's got a nice kiss on that 10. I think, well, I was going to thought she might kick this, but she'll, sorry, jump it, but I think she's going to kick off the top rail here and call the 7 maybe, George. As we see the replay, so yeah, she didn't make any attempt at the pot. Got a very nice little bump on the 10 there, which guaranteed the hook. So here we go. I think she would have called the 7 ball just in case, and there it goes, very close.
No, but she got a nice safety out of it by hitting the 7.
Very well, didn't she?
Yeah. That was the play. Either tuck in behind the 7 and the 9 or make the 7. That's where that was going.
We see, sorry, George. I was just going to say, we see LGU on her shirt there, on her one of her patches, and it's not quite straight. That LGU is giving me OCD.
Must be one of her sponsors, pros. I'm trying to see what it says on her back.
Yeah, you see it up close. LGU.
Yeah, she is coached by Guy Young Kim. That's a Zen Kim.
3 more letters.
3 more letters.
I hope they're straight.
Well, is that enough? That's a little safety there.
Yeah, she'll maybe play the cross bank here with an element of safety. Or can she just tuck in behind the 10 here? Look, George, just tuck that cue ball
so
right
delicate.
in behind the 10.
That is very delicate.
This is a real snooker shot, this though. You know Kelly's got the touch.
That's a delicate shot. I would have liked to seen her bank the 2 ball into the 10 and take the cue ball up by the 5 ball up to the corner.
I'm going to tell her that when I'm sat next to her. I'm going to say, George Teachaia is ripping your game to pieces.
If that's ripping it, gosh. I just know how delicate those shots are. You know, I do play a lot of one pocket, and those are so delicate, especially on new cloth. That little bit of slide that it provides. Hard to control.
Look
Look
shot.
how nice she controlled that.
Played it very well. Kelly, a Hall of Famer, of course, inducted last year at Virginia. I was there at the International, into the BCA Hall of Fame, and I'm actually very privileged to be sat next to a Hall of Famer. You. So two matches in a day. I'm commentating with a Hall of Famer. Come on, George, tell us quickly about that.
I can't tell you about that. Just that's Arizona. And I was very fortunate to be inducted into the Arizona Billiard Hall of Fame. She hit that.
Clipped
but
it.
look at this. Ooh, I thought it was going to scratch. No.
Oh, look, she's come back with all, well, I don't know whether she's hooked or not, but it's a jump. We could be seeing our first jump shot there. Look how thin that was.
I think she has a shot that just plays safe behind the 5 ball.
I think she
can make it.
She makes
Yeah,
it,
she
George.
can make this ball.
Yeah. So this game not over yet. 4 ball is very difficult as well. Of course, it lays for a nice, easy safety should she get to the 4. After the 3, wiped his feet, and she just hasn't really looked confident, has she, George, when making the balls? Just a little bit not clean potting at the moment. Hasn't really had too much time at the table.
It didn't appear that she really had a good grasp on this 3 ball position. And so she went by it a little bit, and now to get to the 4, I don't think she's. I was going to say I don't even think she's going to try to play the 3. She's going to play safe all the way because there was no way to play position for the 4 ball.
Well, does Kelly have a go at this? Can she get to the cue ball or not? If she can get a clear shot at this cue ball, she'll be going for this.
Well, I think she can see the right side of it, which means she might try to stun the cue ball by the 4-6 and just bank the 3 ball down. No, she's playing up on it.
Yeah, she's
so
playing
just,
safe.
Yep, all the way.
Keep it simple. She's not always quick fire. She sometimes keep it simple, Kelly. Yeah, you want to try and get this cue ball tight in behind this 4 ball off this 3. And
Well,
maybe even nudge it open, George.
Exactly. I was just going to say what she
You've got to
could
be
do
quicker.
here.
You've got to be quicker, George.
It's okay. I'll let you call. And that's it right there. Oh,
Just clip that 6 away from it. Little
And
bump. Now
that's
on. It's on now.
That's
it's
enough.
on, and she's got a good threat now. Then, well, I was wondering, does this go off the 9 in the side? I think Kelly's come around to have a look at this.
It could.
She might go for this. She'll call it.
It could go off the 9. She might just take the cue ball 2 rails off the 3 up towards the 4. If she wants to travel it that far.
There you go. In the side it goes. And is she going to have a shot on the 4? If it slows up, she is. Or a nice little nudge on it would even be better. Oh, she caught the 6. I'm getting a little bit excited here, George. And it's only the first game of the day.
Good. Don't wear yourself out, though.
Oh, I'll never do that.
We've got quite some matches coming up for you, folks. And there, we posted them to Facebook. Predator Pro Billiard Series does a great job of that for you.
Well, she's short on that. Yeah, keep an eye on George and I's Facebook pages throughout the day, because we like to keep everyone up to date with what's going on.
And also go to the Predator Pro Billiard Series group. They're posted there. For instance, the 64 players that are playing in this tournament are there. The 24 teams and their members are there.
So shot.
The bracket is on probilliardseries.com. Gives you the time of the matches. The matches will be at 9, 11, and 1. Small break, and we'll come back at 4 and 6.
Oh, she went for that.
Oh, this cue ball, did it get there? Not quite.
Just frustration on the face there of Seoa.
If she could have gotten a good safety there and rolled on top of the 5.
You've got to say, you know, that has let her down, her making of the balls this morning. She just hasn't looked comfortable at the moment. But it's double elimination, of course, so she's... And this is, of course, not over yet, and Kelly's overrun that. She knew it. You saw her tapping her hand on the table. Slow up, slow up, slow up.
Unhappy with the position of the cue ball there.
Well,
just
if she
a
can
little
reach
too hard.
this, if she can reach it, she'll jump, but she's going to kick it, I think.
She's
a great jumper, you know. Very good jumper, but of course, snooker background. Now needs a bit of luck here. Well, she's had a little bit of luck as well, George.
Let's see if she tries to tuck this cue ball in behind the 10. Nah, she'll go for this. I think she cuts it down the rail and plays. No, she's looking at coming down with the cue ball.
10 seconds.
That's a decent shot. She's got distance, but I don't think she's going to like her next shot somehow.
I wouldn't have blamed her for going for that shot because the cue ball's going back and forth. The only thing that can go wrong is to get behind the 8.
Yes, ma'am.
If one of your favourites is playing at the moment, head to kazoom.com and you can watch
10 seconds.
all of the matches
Attention, please.
on there, all totally free. World Championship, George, and it's all free.
Free at the venue and free online. We're on YouTube, we are on Kazoom, and we are on Billiard TV.
What a shot. Easy 2-rail kick and stick here, though. Could get Kelly back in trouble here, George.
She could also cut it on the right side, come 2 rails down. She's got her choice.
Wei Tiu Jen is 3-1 up now against the Portuguese Maria Rapero. Kristina Zlateva 2-2 with Anna Riegler.
She did go for that.
It.
That's how thin it had to be, because she hits a little. She
Not
hits it
quite
thick.
that thin.
Not quite that thin, but that could have scratched if she had it too thin. So she was. She erred on the right side, but she still gave up ball in hand. She would have liked to see that ball rock,
Yeah,
just a little.
Trying to take the paint off them, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Now get off this rail a little bit. Draw
Yeah,
back
she's
for the 8.
Look how nice that just responds.
She's not happy. You know, she's such a perfectionist. She's going to go short side now, maybe on this 10 ball. Oh no, she's forced it over. So this is going to be it, guys. It's going to be a 7-1 win for Kelly Fisher, and we'll be back at 11 a.m. Thanks, George. It
Thank
was
you,
a
Mark.
pleasure. I've been Mark White, and he has been George Chair.
Thanks, folks. Come back soon.